All right, so welcome to another video. This function, we want to look at how we can integrate this double integral. All right, so we have from this limit to that, they all have the same limit. All right, y(x squared e power negative x dx dy). Okay, so this is in order. Okay, so we integrate the inner function first. So let's first evaluate the inner function. Of course, the inner function is first we are taking this right here. So the inner function is going to be this to this, right? So you have from 0 to 1 s squared e power negative x dx. Okay, so this we have right here. We can easily integrate this using by parts. Okay, so here let u equals x squared. So you have the u is equal to 2x dx. Okay, so we have the v equals e power negative x dx. So integrate both sides. We have v equals negative e power x. Okay, so we have our v, we have our du, and we have our u. Okay, so we do that substitution and we have our first integral, all right, is equal to uv minus integral v du. We have all the parameters, so we have this equals u is what? S squared, and our v is negative e power x minus integral of the v negative e power negative x, and then the u is 2x dx. Okay, so this we are going to have negative s squared e power negative x, negative plus 2x e power negative x dx. So we bring the 2 out, which is the constant. So we have negative s squared e power negative x plus 2 integral e. Right, so here we have to go the second time by part. So by parts again, let u equals x. So we have du is equal to the x. Now we have dv equals e power negative x dx, right? So this takes up this, and we have v equals negative e power negative x, right? So we have all the parameters. So we have back substitution, e power negative x plus 2 uv minus integral v du, right? So we have this negative s squared e power negative x plus 2. Our u is x, our v is negative e power x minus integral v, which is negative e power negative x. Our du is the x. Okay, so we have our first integral, the inner function, which is negative s squared e power negative x plus 2 into negative x e power negative x plus integral e power negative x dx. Okay, so this we have negative s squared e power negative x plus 2 into negative x e power negative x. Then integral e power negative x is negative e power negative x plus our constant of integration. And this, we can spread the 2. Okay, so we do that, we have negative x squared e power negative x minus 2x e power minus x plus, okay, minus 2 e power negative x plus our constant of integration. So we have the inner function being integrated to this point. Okay, so now we apply the limits. Okay, so negative x squared e power negative x minus 2x e power negative x minus 2 e power negative x on the limit 0 to 1. Okay, so we substitute the limit, then here we have minus 1 all squared power negative 1, negative 2 into negative 1 e power negative 1 minus 2 e power negative 1, right? All this minus into negative 0 e power 0 minus 2 into 0 e power 0 minus 2 e power 0. Okay, so here we are going to have this right here. The first evaluation is going to be this is going to be 1 over here minus 2 minus 2. So it's going to be minus 5. Okay, so minus 5 e power negative 1. And this aspect 2, the whole of this will give us plus 2. Okay, so we're going to have we're going to have 2 minus 5 e power negative 1. All right, so that is the inner function. When we evaluated the inner function, so this is this x squared e power negative x dx is equal to 2 minus 5 e power negative 1. Okay, so now we come to this, the outer function, and that is from a limit of 0 to 1 y dx, y dy. Okay, so we combine it with this. So no, this is a constant, so we can put it somewhere in front of the integrand. So we have, let me first write this, y times 2 minus 5 e power negative 1 dy. Okay, so this is a constant, we factor it out. So we have 2 minus 5 e power negative 1 integral from 0 to 1 y dy. Okay, so integral of y dy is y squared on 2. So we have 2 minus 5 e power negative 1 times y squared on 2. And this is from a limit of 1 to 0 to 1. Okay, so we have we have 2 minus 5 e power negative 1, then y squared on 2, right? So we have 2 minus 5 power e power negative 1 times, when we substitute 1 here, we have y, which is 1, so 1 on 2 minus 0. Okay, so we have 2 minus 5 e power negative 1 multiplied by half. Okay, so this right here, when you evaluate this very well, you're going to have half times 2 minus 5 e power negative 1. Okay, so we are going to finally have 2 on 2 this time. This 2 on 2 minus 5 on 2 e power negative 1. And this is equal to 1 minus 5 on 2 e power negative 1. Okay, so this can be our final solution, or we can express it as a decimal. Okay, so When we do that into decimals, you know that but e power -1, which is equal to 1 over e, the reciprocal of the Euler's number is approximately 0.367879. So this is approximately 0.367879. All right. So we have that here. We multiply that by this. So we're going to have 1 minus 5 on 2 into 0.367879. Okay, so this, when you evaluate this nicely, you're going to have 0.080. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and comment as well. Don't forget to keep learning. The moment you stop learning, that means you are not living anymore. Bye-bye.